Oh, hey, welcome to Your Music Sucks, everybody. I'm Brian Beaudoin, and that is Craig Gass, who ate Miranda's pussy in Sex and the City. How you doing, Craig?
I'm doing good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah. I'm almost afraid to ask
Yeah.
because it's March Madness right now, and I know that you were losing your mind at the beginning of March Madness. So
Mhm.
just tell me, just bottom line it for me. March Madness is where, and don't take offense to this, where degenerate gamblers everywhere lose their mind. So I'm not saying degenerate. You actually have had great success in gambling. So can you just bottom line it for me and tell me after round one and then the second round of 32, as you prepare for Sweet 16, are you up or down?
I would like to preface this by saying I bet like an asshole all weekend. I made a total of 131 bets. I am 68 and 63. However, I am down $100. I'm down $100
Okay.
overall.
But there is hope. Did you pick multiple brackets with multiple winners to win the whole thing?
I did. I picked multiple brackets, multiple winners. Yes.
Really?
One winner that I had in the bracket was Kentucky, out day one. Day one. Didn't even wait till the second day. Day one, gone. And then I have Kansas in another one, and that's really it. I'm busted in brackets. Survival pool. I am out of every survival pool that I am in. This has not been a good March Madness for me.
So the winner, the only one you have left to win, has to be Kansas.
Well, yeah, in my bracket, yeah, but I also have a lot of other things in play. It can still turn into March happiness, but right now we're sitting in some March sadness.
Is anyone in your life concerned about your betting besides me?
No, nobody at all. Nobody at all. Nobody at all.
All right. Did you do any cool gigs in the last week?
None. I've been watching March Madness the whole time. I haven't done anything really. No, no, no.
I stepped up. My friend Chris Kale wanted to go see Annie Lederman at Wise Guys here in Vegas, and so I went with him to go see Annie, and I did a guest set there. Annie Lederman had crushed it. Oh my God, she sold out. At least on that Saturday night, she sold out both her shows on Saturday. I think her shows on Friday were sold out too, and the crowd was just nuts. Like it was insane. She just killed it, and she let me do a guest set, so I got to hang out and do some time but I don't have any shows scheduled for a while because I'm just preparing for my first. I'm going to be doing some stuff with Howard again in a couple of weeks. So,
Nice early mornings. Early mornings for you.
yeah,
Coming
which
up.
West Coast time will be 4 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh man, there is something that
Yeah.
there's something that happened, and I don't know if you're going to want to talk about this, so I'm just going to ask you this way. Whenever you and I perform in a specific city, it's going to be. I'm
Yeah.
trying to make this as blind of an item as possible. There's always
Yeah, I
one.
already know what you're talking about, Craig. I already know what you're talking about. You're talking about parking lot with the light on.
Yes.
Okay.
Now that person has gotten some recent attention, and if you don't want to talk about it, I'll change the subject. We'll jump right into it.
Craig, I mean, come on. How can you like? Do I want to? I don't know if I want to talk about it because I don't know what you're about to say. You're like, here's some juicy shit. You want to talk about it, Brian? And you know all the different ways it can go. So hey, pick your poison. Oh, we can talk about KRS-1, motherfucker.
Well,
Pick
because
KRS-1.
all right, because it's. Do you want to talk about what happens when we go to that city or no?
We don't have to talk about specifics, but if it's not part of the story,
All right. Because that person has gotten some attention. You know what? I'm going to talk to you about it off the air. I'm going to look at this could be too much. And
all right,
yeah,
yeah, this could be too much. Let's talk about it off air. Everybody, stay tuned for a to be continued story about a possible whore in Florida. All
yeah.
right. With
All
that
right.
being said,
So this show is me and Brian, our best friends. We love each other. The only thing we don't see eye to eye on is music. Into heavier stuff, Brian's not. And so once a week, we send each other one of our favorite songs, and the other person analyzes it. You sent me a KRS-1 song, and I sent you a legendary song by a legendary band, Black Sabbath. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
And I will say that you sent me "War Pigs" by Black Sabbath, a song that I have heard a billion times. Right?
Oh,
They
yeah.
play it at they play it at every stadium. They play it in movies. Right? Like I've heard "War Pigs" a billion times. I have
Okay.
never heard the full 8 minutes, and I did write down 8 minutes and circled it. 8 minute version of "War Pigs."
I got to
I've
say,
never heard that.
in my defense, I had no idea until I looked at the clip and I went, fuck, is that 7 minutes and 45? Like, I had no idea. No.
You know what I want to do? Because I like a lot of jam bands. This was hip hop week this week, but I like jam bands and hip hop. So a lot of the jam band songs I want to send Craig are just so long that I don't want to torture Craig for minutes at a time. But then every once in a while, he'll send me like a Metallica instrumental that's like 10 minutes.
Yep.
or War Pigs 8 minutes. I want to start taking the difference in time and wrapping it up and just sending you a fucking 35-minute Harry Hood from Hampton Coliseum. That's what I'm gonna do. Get ready for it, Harry Hood.
Yeah, I really, you know what?
When the lights go out.
You're pointing out something. I am a huge hypocrite. The one thing I always get sensitive about with Brian is when he sends me a jam band song that's more than 4 minutes long, and only because I know I see 4, 5, 6 minutes for the song, and then I look at the lyrics and there's 20 words to the lyrics, and I go, "Oh man, this is gonna suck. It's just gonna be all instrumental." So I am a hypocrite.
And in my defense, they're called jam bands.
Yeah, great point. Great point. Yeah, you got me there. So you actually know the song from Black Sabbath, "War Pigs." It is a legendary song. You've heard it before. You've heard it out in the ether. It's been around in your life, so you're familiar with it already. Were you that familiar with? You knew the lyrics, or was this the first time you really?
I was so familiar with this song that when you sent it to me, I gave it a 2 before I even hit play. I said 2 for War Pigs.
No shit.
And then I hit play. And man, I fucking got into this shit, man. I fucking give it a 5 now. This shit's fire. The whole thing, front to back. Like, usually I'm just used to those fucking generals in their masses. I'm usually just that part. And that part fucking annoys me every single fucking time I hear it. But then when you put that with all this other fucking dope ass shit going on, it was fucking blowing my mind. I love this shit. I give it a 5. This was worth all 7 minutes and 55 seconds. Oh yeah. 5, 6, 7. I'll give it a 7. Right now, I give it a 7. When I calm down, it'll probably be like a 4.5, 5. I'll give it a 5.
Wow, that's amazing. I
really enjoyed it, man.
Wow. You know what? I got to say, I am not the biggest Black Sabbath fan in the world. This song has really kind of jumped out at me when I've seen other bands playing it. I remember a couple years ago, Mike McCready had a band called Temple of the Dog with some of the guys in Pearl Jam and Chris Cornell on vocals. They did some shows that I caught a couple performances of. Their last shows in Seattle. I happened to be in Seattle when they played their last shows as a band, and they played War Pigs that night, and it just sounded incredible. It's somewhere on my Facebook page, and the song was trending. The reason why I sent it to you is because when the war started in Ukraine, the song War Pig, when you are on Twitter and you're looking for information about what's going on in Ukraine, and then you see that the song War Pigs is trending, you're like, oh shit. You don't even need it explained to you. You get it as soon as you see it. But that's the reason why I sent it to you, because a lot of people were thinking about that song, about specifically that, generals gathered in their masses, and the evilness of that fucking song. But I'm shocked, man. You gave it a 5 out of 5.
I fucking loved it, man. like it made me sad that it was about war and death and all that shit. But the fucking music was dope, and I was fucking jamming the fuck out. I can go with fucking War Pig instrumental all day as well. I'll tell you that. Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
sold. I'm sold on the War Pigs. I'm sold on the War Pigs.
Well, I feel bad, Brian, because you sent me a song from KRS-1 called "Step Into a World," and I don't know much about KRS-One. I know that he's considered like one of the most well-respected rappers in the game, right? KRS-One.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, probably definitely in the top 20 of anybody's list.
And am I wrong? Is he considered like an intellectual in the rap game?
Yeah.
He's always been considered like, and his lyrics were going through the song a few times. I listened to this song 4 or 5 times before I started reading the lyrics because I liked, and this is where I got caught. I liked the song, the melody of the Blondie song. They start out playing, it's a girl singing kind of like Blondie, not even kind of. She's singing Blondie's, yeah. She starts singing, "Step into a world." Da, 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 da. And I'm like, that's not the lyrics, I don't think. I actually had to go back and find Rapture by Blondie to look at the lyrics. And I'm like, that's not the lyrics, but it sounds just like the song. What bothers me about it is there's this beautiful melody that I'm familiar with. It's a classic song by Blondie that gets interrupted by KRS-One, who keeps going, "Baku, Baku, Baku." And I was like, what are you barking in my fucking ear for, man? Baku, 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 Baku.
My favorite was when he went, that one.
Plaka, plaka.
Onomatopoeia.
And I just kept thinking, like, I fucking rewound it a couple of times, and it just felt like KRS-One is interrupting a good song. Like, he wasn't contributing anything to it. Like, you could put on a Beatles song, Eleanor Rigby, and still have him in your ear going, "Baku, Baku." Plaka, plaka.
Eleanor Rigby. Every time I hear the Beatles, I'm Baku in it.
Dude, it was frustrating.
See in the sky, everything.
Once he starts rapping, it's fucking great. If a dope lyrical flow is a must, you got to go with a name you can quickly trust. I'm not saying I'm number one. Sorry, I lied. I'm number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's badass. But I just couldn't handle Baku, Baku. I was like, it bothered me. You know what? Even as I'm reading those lyrics, I'm like, you know what? That is a great rhyme scheme. And that's like, it's
fucking dope, right?
Yeah, it's original. A dope,
right?
A dope MC is a dope MC with or without a record deal, all can see. And that's who KRS be, son. I'm not the run of the mill because I'm for the mill. I don't run. I mean, it was just really,
yes.
But
yes,
I had
no.
yeah. I just had a tough time with him interrupting this beautiful melody with Baku, Baku. Klaka, klaka.
And you know what? If people listening go back to our Black Sheep episode, there was a part in Black Sheep at the end of the song when there was a lot of oops and a wops and a bops and a boops and not so many bakus, but there were definitely onomatopoeias. And I thought at that point you weren't gonna like that part. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe he'll let it go with KRS-One. Nope, no baku, no baku.
I struggle with it. I genuinely struggle with it. It bothered me. And because, like, I think I would have given this song, because again, the lyrics are really original. As a stand-up comedian, you appreciate originality in anything because you learn in your own craft what really stands out as an original thought and original approach. So in all other creative things, you respect originality. And the lyrics themselves, the actual raps that he has in this song are really original. And for that, I would have given it a 4. But because of the fucking Baku, Baku,
Bakus, man.
Like, I gotta give it a 3. I'm giving it a full point down and giving it a 3 out of 5 because of the Baku Bakus.
And you know what, Craig? The Baku Bakus is what I don't like about this song as well. You know,
really?
Like if there's I mean, it's at the point like I've heard the song so many times that when I hear the Bakus, I just laugh. I laugh at the Bakus, and maybe at one point you'll get to the point where you laugh at the Bakus as well. But
Maybe because there is a song, an old song from the 60s that makes me laugh when war. Bum bum, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again. Like I just like it's just that. Oh no, you know what it is? It's when the guy jumps in and goes, "Good God, y'all!" Like
When does that happen in the song?
in the middle of war. Dun dun. Good God, y'all! You never heard it? Oh, dude, listen to it. It's my favorite line of any song. War. Dun dun. Good God, y'all! It's fucking. It's the best. It is my favorite part of any song. It still makes me laugh because it's like I just want video footage of how intense that guy was when he said "Good God, y'all!" Like it's delivered with perfect intensity. But you know what? We don't mention it much around here in the last couple episodes. But you also have another cool podcast called Wicked Funny Podcasts, which they can find at your website. Isn't the link over at your website?
Yeah, it's IllinoisCockburn.com. Soon to be changed.
Oh, really? How come?
Yeah, because the fucking Illinois Cockburn fucking lost the other day, and I'm sad.
So you're going to hold it against them and change the name of your website?
Yep.
Did you lose money on the game? Is that why?
That was one of the bigger ones, yeah.
Oh, Brian.
I was so mad. I was so mad.
Until Illinois Cockburn wins another game, for now, you can go and see all of Brian's dates and all the information about Wicked Funny Podcast over at IllinoisCockburn.com, as it sounds, IllinoisCockburn.com. Find my info at getgas.com, getgas with 2 S's.com. A big tour is going to be happening later this year for me. Brian's going to do a couple dates with me, and we're going to do some Your Music Sucks live on the road. So that's it. Brian, I love you. Your music, it's all right, man. It's all right. I don't need any more. Baku, baku.
Baku.
Baku, baku.
Baku. Baku.